Okay, you've seen the charts. If you have $1.9 million in retirement savings, that puts you in the top 10% of the wealthiest retirees in America. If you have $3.2 million, that puts you in the top 5%. That sounds impressive until you meet someone with that kind of money who's still afraid to retire. You see, at my practice, I've had people with 7 figures plus tell me they feel broke, and I've seen folks with half of that retire without a second thought. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down what it actually means to be in a specific retirement savings level and how you can combat working just for a number and how you could actually align your plan with your retirement balance in a more practical way versus just trying to hit a target. If you're new here, I'm Eric Rodriguez. I'm a certified financial planner. I'm the founder of WealthBuilders, LLC, where I help pre-retirees and retirees protect and grow their wealth with a customized retirement system. Okay, so let's jump into it. So if you're ranking yourself by your savings, here's the truth. That number might be the last thing that actually matters. Let's get specific. Here's where retirees actually fall today. So again, if you're in the top 5%, you have roughly around $3.2 million in retirement savings. Top 10%, you'll have $1.9 million. Top 25%, roughly $600,000 to $700,000. Some other statistics, median household income, roughly around $200,000, where the bottom quartile is often below $50,000. So if you've saved $1.9 million, you're ahead of 90% of the people. If you're at $700,000 in savings, you're still well above average. And yet, many people in these top brackets are still unsure about retirement. Why? Well, that's because savings alone don't equal security. Those numbers might show where you stand, but they don't tell you if you're ready. And here's the real problem. Everyone's chasing a number without knowing what that actually means. You've been told to aim for maybe $1 million, that old adage, or maybe 1.5 million. Maybe it's 25 times your annual spending. It's a very popular one. But no one's asking the better question. What's that number actually buying you? I've seen people hit their number, yet they still feel stuck. They don't know if they can travel. They don't know if they can help their kids, if they can afford healthcare 10 years from now, because there's no context, just a number floating in space. That's the part that gets missed. And it's why people hit the number and still feel lost. So let's flip the script. What actually matters isn't how much you've saved, but how well that money fits the life you want to live. And again, that's why I use a process, I've mentioned this in other videos, I call retirement mapping. So it's a simple way to figure out, does what you have saved cover the retirement you want? And if not, what needs to change? So here's how it works. We start with 3 core inputs. So what your lifestyle actually costs. The second is what income you can count on, like Social Security, pensions, rental income, etc. And number 3, what gap your savings need to fill year by year. Once we lay that out, we run the numbers. We test different scenarios, different withdrawal rates, different retirement dates. Maybe you retire at 65, or maybe you retire at 62. Maybe it's 70. Maybe you delay Social Security or start it early. Maybe you downsize your house, or maybe you stay put. Each change shifts the numbers. And then also it shows you the trade-offs. So this isn't a magic formula. I always say that financial planning is really the balance of living your ideal life and trading off something, right? It's all about trade-offs, not month after month. Literally every single day you're making a trade-off, right? So again, it's not a magic formula. It's a framework for making better decisions. And if the plan doesn't work the first time, then you have to tweak it. I know what we do in my firm. We tweak plans, we adjust them until the pieces fit perfectly. This matters deeply because 2 people with the same net worth can have completely different outcomes. So for example, one can spend $12,000 a month and one spends $5,000 a month. One has a pension, one doesn't have a pension. One has a paid off home, the other is still paying a mortgage. So if you're measuring your retirement readiness by comparing yourself to averages, I believe you're setting yourself up for confusion or major disappointments. So that's why the retirement mapping matters. So it's your life, it's your numbers, it's your plan. And when you actually put together a plan, here's what it changes. First off, you stop guessing. You stop comparing yourself to others. You stop keeping up with the Joneses. You stop lying awake wondering if you're behind. Instead, you see exactly where you stand, what your savings can do, and what levers you can pull to make it all work. So you go from thinking, I'm okay, to I know I'm ready. And that's the power of real clarity. So that's exactly why I created a free video that walks you through this process step by step. It's the same framework I've used with professionals like you and pre-retirees and retirees around the country for decades. So to turn their savings into real confident strategies. So if you want to see how it works and finally get a clear answer for yourself, click the link below and watch the free video. It'll show you how to turn what you've saved into a plan you can actually follow. And again, I'm Eric Rodriguez. I'm a certified financial planner who spent over 20 years helping real people retire with clarity, not confusion. At my firm, WealthBuilders, we help you turn your hard-earned savings into something simple, a paycheck you can count on, and a plan that lets you stop guessing and start living. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.